Okay, guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks to G2A for sponsoring. There is a link in the description below. I should always remember that when I'm recording the video, the actual gameplay, that I don't need to say G2A because I say it at the start of my video when I do the build guides. But I say it twice. They're getting double the value here, guys. Double the value. They should actually just pay me more. Anyway, let's talk about this composition because this is kind of an interesting one. The colloquial name that has propped up is called Bratty Sis, and I think there's been this like, you know, with like Bang Bros and like there's been this like trend in the TFT Halo community to make these joke names to make people Google the wrong thing. But this is basically Riven plus Sorcerer, and there are two ways of playing this particular composition. I think the better version is Riven Mech plus Sorcerer. That's my personal favorite. I think that the Riven Mech for Sorcerer version is better. However, in this video, you're going to see me play the Riven the Riven 6 Sorcerer version, which is slightly less good, I guess. So let's talk about these two compositions. The Riven 6 Sorcerer one requires specific items for Riven, but it also means that she's going to have bigger shields and do more damage. The Riven Mech is going to give you more of a front line, but you're not going to have quite as much explosive power. They both have their own instances when they're good, but I just think the Riven Mech one in general is a bit more flexible in terms of itemization. But let's talk about the Riven 6 Sorc version first. A lot of people like to start off with a Sorcerer start, which usually is Vanguard plus Star Guardians. That's usually the best way to play the early game. You're going to have something like a Poppy plus, I mean, realistically, Jace is the best option here if you can get him. But any two Vanguards, Poppy being preferable, with a Ahri and then a Zoe. That would be like a good start for if you ever wanted to go a Sorcerer composition. Eventually what's going to happen is you're going to keep the Ahri and the Zoe most of the time. You're going to transition into 4 Sorcerer plus Riven Mech. And the 4 Sorcerer plus Riven Mech, I mean, I think ideally this plus, let me if I can find it, Victor is really good. And then you're going to, the items that you would give to Riven, you would give to Poppy. So the Riven items that are absolutely non-negotiable is Guardian Angel plus Rabadon's Death Cap. Another good item for her would be Ionic Spark, and I think that would be the perfect set of items for a Riven. You could also play GA, double Death Cap, or whatever you find. So eventually, what's going to happen is you're gonna drop those items. Riven is going to take those items. They are the priority for her in this particular instance. And then you have the options, right? So you can either play this version or you can play the Mech version. Now, if you want to go for the 6 Sorcerer version, you should be picking up Twisted Fates as well, because it's going to give you a natural chrono bonus, which is nice for some of the fights that go longer due to Riven surviving for such a long time. And then you're going to want 1 extra Sorcerer. A lot of the times people like to run Annie. Annie is a good individual Sorcerer now. She does a lot of damage, and this would give you level 7 6 Sorcerer plus Annie. Some people also then like to go on and add something like a Soraka at level 8. There are a few things that you could add at level 8, but realistically it's up to your discretion, whatever you want to go for. Some people like to go Riven plus GP plus another Sorcerer, but I mean really it doesn't really matter what you choose to run at level 7, right? Xerath as well is a good addition. Like, you don't need to change many of these up. You can just run the Xerath in addition, and you're running 7 Sorcerer, which I know is not great, but you're not going to get a huge amount out of that last hit anyway. And if you can find like a Ginsu's Raid Blade for Xerath, that's great. For instance, Victor, Spear of Shojin and Morelos, they're both good items for him, right? If you want to play the Mech version, obviously the Annie is important, but you wouldn't run this, you wouldn't run this. You would have a drop off of one of these here. I actually always suggest that you drop Ahri towards the end, because I feel like, especially if you've got 2-star Syndra, that's better. And then you're going to run the Mech alongside. Now, there are a few different things that you might want to itemize with the Mech. Most people suggest either itemizing the Annie or the Rumble. Sometimes you may want to itemize the Fizz, especially if you've got a Fizz 2, because when they're all 2-star, they drop out, and obviously like, it's just whoever you think is going to be most impactful in this scenario. So right here's 7, and then what you're going to add at level 8 is usually going to be a Shaco or an Echo to get the Infiltrator bonus for the Mech. And this is another version of the composition that runs really well. I think Zoe's good because she gives you CC. A Syndra can be replaced for many other Sorcerers, realistically. At level 9, people then might like to add a Soraka for Star Guardian, for instance. But this would be the overall look. And I think really the only absolutely crucial item for the Mech would be Quicksilver. But if you can get any other Mech items, obviously just add whichever ones feel appropriate, like Titan's Resolve, Bramble Vest, etc., whatever you want to find. But let's go through a game. Warning, the game is not a game where I come first. There were 3 or 4 people going for the same build as me, so I had a really hard time trying to facilitate the build and get to a point where I was able to get a good place. You'll see the kind of the stuff that I had to face in this game to get the build to work, and why I made the decisions that I did, just because itemization wise I was basically forced into a comp like this. I do have a lot of issues with this patch. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is one of the worst patches we've had for a while, mainly because if you're not playing Jinx, you're not playing Cybers, or you're not playing Sorcerer of some kind, you're just dead. Anyway, Battlecast can work, but it requires really specific items. Anyway, let's cut the recording here and go to the video. Hey guys, what's going on? I just played a game where 4 people went mech. Yeah, that was the game. I think tier is such a really bad start at the moment. I think Rod is a good start. Obviously, it's quite popular due to the Sorcerer Riven and the Sorcerer mech stuff. But let's see where we go. Thanks to G2A, by the way, for sponsoring the channel. Very kind of them. Hit me. Why do I recognize Hinoi? I recognize that name. Oh, someone in his stream. Okay, cool. I'm recognized. Not for my YouTube. Someone's recognizing me for my casting, which is crazy. Okay, so we've got a Morello's. Got a Morello's. Not really want Morello's. Don't really want Jarvan. He no good. But we do like this. We like Vanguards. Okay, I'm just gonna mute this because this is already. I mean, maybe I'll unmute this guy because he's okay. He okay. He not toxic. Everybody else was just chatting rubbish. Yeah, everybody went Sorc mech, and I couldn't find the fizz. Again, you know, the classic Excoundrel mech problem when I couldn't find the fizz. I also rolled way too aggressively at 6, because I thought, well, if I find fizz at 6, I'm going to be set up for the rest of the game, and it just wasn't the case. Right, let's see where we're going with this game. I actually, from what I can tell, the 10.13 meta is really boring. Like, it's, as far as I can see, the 10.13 meta is essentially Jinx, Cyber, Sorc, or you dead. This is interesting. I have a Zed, I have a Kog'Maw, and a Lucian. Probably the Lucian here. The reason being is that I have a potential cybernetic start. And I think Lucian is probably better than Kog'Maw, and maybe better than Zed, because I don't have any other rebels. So I'm going to take the Lucian, because it gives me a potential cybernetic start, which is the strongest possible option from here. If I win this, Vayne. Oh yeah, we cybernetics. We do not discard the Vayne. In fact, I think we even almost level up off this as well. Although that's interesting. I still think we level up here. I still think we level up. We do that. I think we do that. And we do that. And maybe do that. I mean, I don't want to make any of these items realistically, so... Double. So one of these would become an Ionic Spark. What would the other one become? Not quite sure. I want one of these Caitlyn's realistically. That'd be nice. Probably just going to give it to the Poppy. I think I'll be able to get a Caitlyn here. So the reason I leveled up, by the way, is quite clearly because, you know, we have Cybers with Vayne, which is big start. I might not actually commit to Vayne, even though I kind of want to. Might not actually commit to Vayne. I've got too many rods. Like, what do I do with all these rods? Like, the obvious example would, from here, be go get GA for Riven and go into Sorcerer, right? That'd be the obvious example, which is probably what I'm going to save these things for. But I think this is the strongest start that I can have right now. There's one Blitzcrank. Are there any Zeds? There is a Zed and a Nocturne right there, and on the last minute, I'm going to switch everything over. Because there is a Zed and a Nocturne. And boom, and boom, and boom. This is exactly why I moved everything over to the other side. Because the Zed and the Nocturne exist. Great. Yeah, this is why I did that, because quite clearly... If I kill the Nocturne, we win versus the Bard. Easy. He got so much experience from that, though. I mean, I have the perfect setup for a Riven game. This is the sad thing. This is why I'm keeping these things on the sidelines. There's a Fiora. Do I just pre-level here? I think that's probably the strongest option that I've got. If I win, I'll sell something and then add the Nautilus. Let's have a look at the rest of the map. I mean, I actually think I'm significantly weaker than a lot of people in this lobby. I genuinely think I'm very weak compared to a lot of people in this lobby. He's pulling the Poppy, right? Yeah, this is going to be an awkward one because he's got an Ionic Spark on the Darius, which is not a good look for me. Just gonna have to hope that my Leona tanks it. She does. So I think I actually can win this if I kill the... Okay, that's nice. That's really good. That's so good. That's really good. Okay. Yeah, we sell and pick up the Nautilus. Yeah, that's right. So... We probably want to get a Chain Vest here if we can, because that would give us a GA. Other priorities could be a Redemption. We kind of want to keep this vibe going as long as possible. 2, 1. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get the Chain Vest, right? 3, 2, 1. Come on, and no. So I guess we just go for Zephyr. I think we just go for Zephyr here. Or we go for Ionic Spark. Ionic Spark might actually be the same in this scenario. So I'm going to add her. I think I'm just going to go Ionic Spark. It's the safest option, given the situation. Because I don't want to commit. I don't want to commit like a... I think Zephyr is good, obviously, but I think Ionic Spark's just the safest in this situation. There are a lot of Blitzcranks as well, which is why I've done this. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I don't think I'm committing to Cyber, by the way. I just don't think I got the items for it personally, you know. Okay, that's good. This is really nice. Vayne's just doing work from the sidelines. Just kind of have to hope that the Lucian carries me through here. Yes, we did it, boys. That's really nice. This is a tough one, actually. Like, Jace with an Ionic Spark is really good. Probably almost better than that. There are any Blitzcranks on the other side. There's a load of Blitzcranks. Blitzcranks are bloody everywhere. There are just too many Blitzcranks for me to keep up with, so this is what I've done. I actually think the Jace is better than the Caitlyn in this particular scenario. Because I don't really think that the Caitlyn was the main source of my damage here. So I'm probably going to buy the Twisted Fate. I like, this guy's going maybe mech. It looks like this guy's maybe going mech. I need to figure out really Like, I'm going to have a look over the neutral round, what everybody's doing. Well, that's annoying. Maybe it is a cyber game. Let's just see what we get from this round. It might actually be just a cyber game, to be fair. Right, so. Unsure. Unsure. Cyber. Cyber or Blaster Brawler. Mech Sorc. Looks like Vanguard Mystic. I don't really know. It's a really tough one. This is a tough one to do. I don't really have the Vayne items is the real issue in this. Oh my god, it can't. It has to be Sorcerer, doesn't it? It just has to be Sorcerer. No, like I can go Redemption here, of course, but like we have to play Sorcerer here. This has to be Riven Sorcerer for sure. Like I just don't see a way. I don't see a way I can ever make mech work with these items, like properly anyway. Like, we've just got such good Riven items, you know? Like, we have really good Riven items. Where are the Blitzcranks? The Blitzcranks are pretty much everywhere. I hope this pulls the Jace. It pulled the Vayne. Well, she'll drop aggro, right? Vayne will drop aggro. She'll drop aggro. So I'm actually going to lose here because, unfortunately, I screwed up. And I lost a 50-50. But at least I have a good amount of HP. But yeah, there is absolutely no way we can't play Sorcerer from this position. So we're basically just having to play for Sorcerer. In fact, might even make that switch over now. And play Ari. Get rid of that. Play that. Level once. I should go level up again. Okay. I think like this is the only decision I could make here that made sense. This guy's got a Riven already. You having a joke? I'm just going to have to hope that I find the Riven. It's just gonna. I mean, the thing is, I couldn't go cyber with that. They were just not. These items were just not cyber items. This has to be a Riven Sorcerer game. I need to get a GA. Maybe I int it for the definite GA on the next carousel. Sure. We like that. That's good. Give Wukong the... Gonna sell all these off. Sweet. So we put Ari on the 2 squares below our outermost layer, which I think is the way that Mismatch Sorcs said that you should position your Ari. Let's have a look. How many people are there? I mean, oh my god, there's loads of mech players. Loads of Sorcerer Riven players. How has everyone got this far with Sorcerers? Like, what is going on here? He's already got a 2-star Riven. How did that happen? Can I even play? I can't even play it. I have to go something else. What the hell do I go with these items? How has this guy got a 2-star Riven already? I actually don't know what to play in this situation. I think I have to go for the Riven. Four, 3, 2, 1. I have to go for the Riven. I have to go for the Riven. I have to. Has to be the Riven. He must have got a Nico's or something. Okay, I think what I do in this scenario is drop the Jace. And then we're just going to put the Rabadons on her for the time being. But we do need to get another Sorcerer on the field. I'm not going to go too crazy about leveling up here. I think we're in an okay spot. But yeah, we do need to get another Sorcerer on the field. Jesus, there is just so many people playing. It's just such a popular composition right now because everything else got like significantly worse. And obviously, like this is the problem. You either play Cybers, and I just did not have the items for Cybers. If I'm completely honest with you, I just did not have the items for Cybers. But I think actually having Dragon's Claw on my Riven is a really good move this game because we're against a lot of magic damage. And I can always play Ionic Spark, Rabadon's Deathcap, Dragon's Claw, Riven, right? I can definitely always play Ionic Spark, Dragon's Claw, Rabadon's Deathcap, Riven. Redemption doesn't work with mech, as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, Redemption actually doesn't work with mech, so we might not be able to play the mech version of this comp, but maybe we just play the traditional Riven 6 Sorc. Has he got a 2-star Riven as well? 2-star Riven and a 2-star Riven? I'm going to find this very difficult to 2-star my Riven, aren't I? I'm going to find this very difficult to 2-star my Riven. Maybe I have to go into GP. Maybe my plan here is actually just going to GP. Which is a lot worse, I feel. Okay, we killed the... Okay, we actually won that one, which is good. How do these guys, like, get the... Like, how do these guys get the Riven 2-star that early on at 6? That's got to be so unlucky for me, right? That's got to be really unlucky for me. It's got to be really, really unlucky. Taking the Rumble. Just because. Why not? So he's going for the, obviously for the mech version. I mean, I think I have to go for the mech version at this point. This guy's also going for the mech version. I do wish Redemption worked better with mech. It would make my life so much easier. Loads of gold. And a useless item. Gives me just Giant Slayer mech, I suppose. But I think we have to go 8, honestly. Really get the impression that we've got to go 8 this game and then roll it down. He's gone 8 already, and he's rolled it down. Okay. I'm just going to go 8 at 4-3, I think, and then roll. Okay, this is going to be good, I think. Like, we have the... We do have the Riven with the Dragon's Claw, which really does help. My Rumble's actually tanking a lot, which is hilarious. Okay, sweet. We're doing alright here. We're doing fine. That's good. That's good. I'm going to go 8 next turn and then roll it down, probably to 30 gold, see what I find. Maybe we play Giant Slayer, Static Shiv Mech. Everyone's playing this, by the way, right now. Everyone is playing this build right now. Yeah, I think I get boned by this guy, personally. God, that Jinx hurts, dude. That Jinx really hurts. That Jinx screwed me, really. I mean, if I had better items, I would have played mech this game, but I just did not have mech items. Victor. Zerath. Okay. Is that something that I want? Actually, don't even know. If I can get a Zeraths on my sorry, what's redemption? Who redemption go on? Maybe Riven. I need a GP. I genuinely think I need a GP here. That's really nice though. But I think I want the GA, and I don't think I need to go for GP GA. Do not you dare. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I go GP, and I maybe give the Rabadons over to my I maybe give the Rabadons. I think I need to roll for GP basically, and maybe a Zerath too. Just do this for the time being. Okay. Gotta find a gangplank somewhere. There I got Victor. Aurelian Soul's pretty nice actually. Could just randomly have an Aurelian Soul with Ionic Spark and maybe even GA on this one. I actually just think having the Aurelian Soul in is okay. It's a lot of damage as well. I think this is alright actually. This is okay. I can give that to Zerath for sure. I'd probably still sell the Riven for a Gangplank when I find one, for sure. If I find one, that's a really good Riven. I think we just have the Aurelian Soul riding round with the Redemption on, maybe. Why not? But I do think that we need to find a... I do think we need to find a... I mean, I think GP probably is just better right now, I think. What have I got locked up? How it's the friggin... Oh dear. I actually do think this is pretty bad. Oh wait, that was huge from Riven. If I find a Riven 2 in this situation. I mean, if I can get a Riven 2, I'm really happy, right? Do I just roll for a Riven 2 in most scenarios here? Like roll down for an Aurelian Soul 2, roll down for a Riven 2. Like I think it's a good chance that I can find a Riven. Genuinely. Especially with the Riven with the Dragon's Claw. Someone actually asked me on the channel to do this this video the other day. Aurelian Soul is pretty insane too. Aurelian Soul with 6 sorcerers is even more insane, if I'm completely honest. Well, that's nice. I actually would give this to him. Is Giant Slayer better, or... Nah, let's give him Giant Slayer. Let's roll down Gangplank. Riven 2. Probably just keep the Riven 2 at this point then, right? Okay, that Ezreal really hurt. Now, oh my god, the Ezreal just did so much damage to me. Oh, but we wiped out the entire shop. There we go. Ouch. My son's woken up. I'm going to have to go grab him in a minute. There's a mech, obviously, that we need to be worried about. Oh, I just rolled. I did not mean to do that. I meant to press R. I'm gonna go get my son because he's very grumpy. Let's see how this goes. Oh my god, did my Victor even do anything? I don't know. Come on, Xerath. Nice, Xerath, let's get him. Right, that's good. That's a good look. Oh, it's difficult to play this meta because everybody's going for the same bloody build, but Aurelion Sol is just really nice. This guy's super strong. Don't know if I can beat that guy easily, actually, you know. I think it'd be tough to. Right, I'm going to get my son. Alright, poopers. Oh, what's happened here? Let me get you out and put you in the... Do you want to come watch Daddy play for a bit? Just while he finishes the video. Do you want to watch Daddy play? Alright, so this is a guy playing pretty much the same build as me, but he actually just battered me with it. I did loads of damage. The Victor didn't quite kill, though, which is a bit annoying. And we got killed. How did we lose so hard there? What would be really good for me? I think, I actually think, Frozen Heart would be really good. At least a top 4. But I can give Frozen Heart over to my, nah. I can give Frozen Heart to my Aurelion Sol. Okay. Let's see if we can find anything to keep us... I don't want echoes! Oh, it's because you're pressing buttons, Reaper. I wondered why I couldn't. Another gangplank. Just randomly moving things around. So this is probably going to be a pretty GG loss for me, I think. I hope I don't get battered too hard, but it is definitely feeling that way. Yes, I got battered very hard. Oh wait, I wiped out the Jinx. I wiped out the Jinx. How far can I go? Okay, that's good. Wiped out pretty much the entire lobby. Oh no, 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 the Fizz, the Fizz! Ah, oh, the Fizz knock up. That's really close. Oh no. That's I need to lock that because... What's worst case scenario for me? This guy, right? Yeah, I just moved over a little bit. Caught my Xerath, but that's okay. Didn't catch my Aurelion Sol. Okay, we did that. That's pretty nice. Xerath, don't need to lock either. If I can get a Xerath 2 here, I'm pretty happy. In fact, I'm happy with top 3. I'm happy with top 3 given the Happy with top 3 given that everybody's going for the same bloody build. There are at least 3 of us all competing for Riven 2. So there's another Riven 2 player who's pretty strong right now. There is this Jinx player who is quite clearly the strongest player in the lobby, with no one that can really deal with him. If I could get an Aurelion Sol 2 or a Xerath 2, it might make a difference here, but I don't know. I might have to... Rupert, can we stop kicking the keyboard, please? Maybe give this Ari the redemption and push her a little bit further forward. Right, we just need to find a Xerath 2. Right, no Xerath 2. Okay. Probably going to put the Ari a bit further forward. Right, so that Shaco can basically one-shot stuff. This is the... Okay, the Shacos are on this side. That's great, because he's not actually attacking my Victor. Neither are they getting near to my Aurelion Sol, which is definitely going to be... Oh, we killed the Victor, nice. I actually think we could win this. I actually think it's pretty good. Yeah, I think we win this, right? Pretty easily. Oh, that hurts. Wait a second. How on earth did I lose that? Holy moly. Oh, well, we'll take 3rd place. We'll take 3rd place. I think given the situation, we'll take 3rd place. I did not have perfect items, and I was also competing with the build pretty heavily, and I think the mech version of this build is better than the straight-up 6 Sorcerer version. But this is the 6 Sorcerer version. I think the mech version is probably better. Also, I was trying to position with a baby on my lap, which is a little bit difficult, isn't it, Pooputs? You make it a little bit difficult, and I need to change a nappy now, so goodbye, everyone.